ஹாய் வெல்கம் பேக். நான் விளையாடுறது பார்த்தா எத்தனை பாட்டில் முடிக்க போகிறேன்னு பார்த்தா மேபி போகலாம்.
Truth was a troubled man, scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw.
தப்பான வழி. எல்லாமே இருக்குது.
Have you ever died before?
நல்ல கேள்வி. ஆனா இந்த கேள்வி எனக்கு பதில் இல்ல.
When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before, and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
உள்ள போனா சண்டை வரும்.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the river of knives to Helheim.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. No, don't. She's done it.
Oh.
So dark. It's dark. The dark. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell.
Only the dead.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
என்னடா இது இப்படி கொடூரமா சாவடிச்சிருக்கானுங்க.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer, led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandoning to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
இந்த கயிறு கீழே போட முடியுமா? ஜஸ்ட் இங்கே ஒரு கயிறு இருந்துச்சுன்னா க்ளீன் பண்ணிட்டு வந்துருக்கலாம். தண்ணி ஏறிடுச்சு.
Finish this now. They come for you.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Behind you. He's gone. Yes, Senua.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Finish this. Too slow. Did it? She finished it. End it! End it now! It's nearly the end.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another change.
யாரு பாக்குறது அது யாரு அந்த
It's not over. It's not over. Do it. Keep going. Surprise him. Don't give up. Don't give up. Take him down. Get him now.
so sad.
Setting. Defend yourself. Stop them. Quickly get up. They're coming. She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
Oh my god நிறைய இருக்குங்க
She won't make it.
It's not over. It's not over.
Behind you.
You can do it.
You're close.
He's finished. I can't do it.
He's down. Finish it.
Finish it. Strike.
Stop them.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
எனக்கும் ஓவர்
She's hurt. She won't make it.
தா அதை முடிச்சுன்னு கட்சி ஒரு வழியா. ஆக்ஷன் நல்லா தான் இருக்கு. இந்த காம்போஸ் நிறைய இல்லை. இங்கேயும் ஒரு ஃபைட்டு இல்லையா?
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours. However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
X mark. இதோ உள்ளதான். நடக்கிற மாதிரி ஆப்ஷன் இருந்தால் நான் அங்கே வந்து something is happening. உடஞ்சி எல்லாம் வெளியே வருது. இது cool. It seems full of illusion. நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொன்ன மாதிரி நான் அதிகமாக பேச மாட்டேன். I used to speak a lot. அது எஸ் அன்சைட் பண்ணணும். What? எப்படி தொங்குது bro. இதுதான் இதைத்தானே அப்பயும் செஞ்சேன். புதுசா கூட ஒண்ணும் பண்ணலையா? கரெக்டா இன்ஃபோகஸ்ல இல்ல.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
லோக்கியோட பொண்ணு வேற எப்படி இருக்கும்? ஓ இங்க படி. கீழே போயிருப்போம் முழுசு மாதிரி. ஜம்ப்ஸ் ஆப்ஷன் இருந்துச்சு, அங்கிருந்து அப்படியே குதிச்சிருக்கலாம். மற்ற கேமாக கேம் அடிக்கடி சாக முடியாது வேற. மக்களும் 15 இல்லை வர சொல்லுது. நைஸ், மறுபடியும் சண்டை. கடல்.
The gate. It's opening.
The darkness.
Who is it? It's coming.
That song again.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
She's scared.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
என்ன இது?
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You found. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your soul.
Come on. There.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's enough. It's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Literally speechless. என்ன சொல்றது தெரியல.
There it is. It's Dylan. He's gone. You were so slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you.
இந்த ரெண்டு வாய்ஸ் மண்டைக்குள்ள இருந்துகிட்டு ரொம்ப பேசிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. ஒன்று வாய்ஸ் போகுது, இன்னொன்று போகாதுன்னது.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbao made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs, errands out in the Orkney plains. That was her world. Like this one, barren and lonely.
இருக்கும்ல, அவளோட வாழ்க்கை இல்லை, அவன் வாழ்க்கையும் அப்படிதான், பேரன் அண்ட் லோன்லி.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was, the lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him.
சரிதான்.
To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt
You can see it.
a ray of hope.
Keep doing it, 'cause waiting. Keep going.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses it, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
என்ன ஒரு சகோதரன். The most powerful is the lie that we tell ourselves. நாமளே சொல்லிக்க போய் தான் இருக்கிறது ரொம்ப பெரிய.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Don't you really think it's real? You want to believe it's real, but it's not. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going?
Where are going?
What is she
Where are
going?
going?
You can't even
We're
fuck.
going to
It's just
massage the-
deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it,
கம்மியா இருக்கு.
just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I'm not. I'd only